Mic check. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Boy, not a ton has changed on the chart since yesterday. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Thought the song was about to over, and I don't know. Touch early. Wish these candles were more stretched out. They are not really doing me any good. Okay. Okay. Shall we start on Bitcoin? Probably. Let's get the audio levels adjusted. See if we can't get the stream black marked for copyrighted material. There you go. All right. So I still don't have the most amount of love for this demand area, and that is still because of the lack of this. Into some lower time frame stuff. We almost got down to that target yesterday before SFPing right here. Where's the thing? Whatever. Got real close. Got real close, and then we kind of rolled up to that second area of supply, and then managed to lose some structure again off of that. And get a little bit of a retest in here. I think this is still very undecided still. My suspicion inside of this zone is that it is going to come up to remove the topside liquidity before coming down to the bottom. That's my suspicion, because I still feel as though the flow of price, I don't know. I mean, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is I have a hard time envisioning that this low leads to a higher high. I have a hard time envisioning that that low leads to a higher high. To me, it makes more sense that that low leads to a lower high, and that the lower high has already been put in. That's what makes more sense to me. And so that's how I intend to play it. Yeah. So this topside liquidity. Yeah, somewhere in that kind of region there. That's what I'm hoping for. I have already filled a short, and so we'll see how it goes. My stop is up inside of this guy. My stop is up inside of that guy right now, which is really terrible risk reward. But, you know, just wanted to get a little bit of exposure and see how it works. And then, yeah, we can, you know, talk about a boatload of altcoins. You could hear me yap about leverage. I haven't done that in a bit. I would still argue that's the most important lesson. Up to you guys. Up to you guys. Whatever you want to do. So if I'm talking about some manner of short, let me let me talk about some manner of long. Primary areas I'm looking to long. We'll do big and little. Primary areas I'm looking to long are these areas. And then secondary areas I'm looking to long is like here. But I don't, again, I'm not expecting, at this point, I'm not really expecting a higher high from that. But because there's a potential. So I'm still interested as long as we're inside of the blue box and we are transitioning. Gosh, even like 2-minute market structure, I think that is going to be interesting to see. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll still be worth watching. Though I anticipate the higher high comes from here, I am happy to consider it coming from there. Yeah, we can check S. What is that again? It's not super, it's Sonic. Sonic. That's what it is. ETH got a little higher than I wanted. Cheeky bastard. S. Are we looking at S through the lens of leverage trading it, or is it spot only? Maybe you can't leverage trade it. You can leverage trade it. So we'll look up in here. What is this? Bruv. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever. That does not belong there. I cannot explain it, so it must go away. All right, what do we have here? Let's clean up this. So we can see that we did break external market structure here. The stuff that brought us down, right? We broke it. So let's take a look at the market structure that came up from the low. That's the highest flow of market structure. And then we've got this more internal flow to that. And that's probably as low as I need to go. So we can see that price broke the external market structure here. But then it broke the other structure bearishly here. Now we're getting down to sort of these second areas of low, these second lows here. So, because let's make this one thicker so that we understand that this is the higher time frame or the highest flow. I don't care about time frame, flow of market structure, and we are interacting with its low right now. Because of that, this is essentially from this is the lowest point. Nah, I take it back. I mean, really, the low is the lowest point to me to maintain the bullish stance. But I still think that that's interesting nonetheless. The trouble is that it still puts my pending break back to bullish here. That thing. So in order to reverse this, we've got to break this now. So that is a moderately difficult ask, I think, to come from here to here. Yeah, I think if structure had flowed much differently, something that looked a little bit more like, you're coming down from the high, kind of dive in, and then you start to flatten out, go sideways a little bit more, and get one of these. I think this presentation makes it easier to run that stuff. And then once you run that and break up, I think it makes it easier to tackle that. but because it does not look like this under here, it just makes it a little bit bigger of an ask, in my opinion. Now, having said that, I would absolutely be looking at 25 cents for an SFP. Oh my god, yes I would. And then let's get down to the 15 and let's see what's up. In the event, there's only one other thing I would do to long down here, and I don't suspect it's what's going to happen, but I would entertain it. This section of supply right here, in the event that price were to, let me think, comes up, pulls back, shoots up again, and then price stops here. I would treat this as a supply to demand flip, and I would look for a retest of that. That is the only thing that could happen prior to breaking this high. That I would entertain a long off of. Without this, specifically this, I'd need to wait for at least that, but then I'm a 1R to this high, and that's not so great. So I mean, like this is kind of how I would want to see things present very locally. Yeah, because I don't even think I would really still have supply up here. So a break of this, I don't know if I would trust a lot. It might break above. Oops. What if it broke above this high just to hit supply and start coming back down? So this is a local presentation that could develop, yeah, as soon as today, that I think would be interesting. It doesn't exist yet. Until then, I would suggest that price does not exceed. What do I want to use? I want to use this. It does not exceed this level. Let's put a ray on it. Does not exceed this level before having touched this level. Yeah, I expect this to be touched, and then price to exceed that. Yeah, because I don't see. Well, hold on. Now that I explained all that, I can't quite tell. Let me see. Yeah, less than confident about that. What am I on, the 1 hour? We play with some other time frames here. Oh no, man, I'm not. Maybe. God, I feel like this is a long shot. Let me play around with something here. Yeah, but okay, so even in the event that a sweep of this low and a nick into demand that does make me question, I mean, like this demand raises my eyebrow. Even with that, I still have absolutely no bullish structure on my hands until here. So I still want to see it. Yeah, I still want to see it flip this for a run up to here. And what I'm trying to say is that my entry still doesn't exist until here, or like if it were to come up and break this and then back test that, my entries are still not until this has been addressed and broken. I have no entry. Yeah, so it's kind of the local presentation that I would be looking for. And then I don't think I ever got an answer to the spot versus leverage, but let's take a look out here. Hopefully I'm using the right chart and that the spot chart doesn't have a whole bunch of other data on it. No, I'm pretty good with this. I'm pretty good with this. I think this all looks pretty sensible in my opinion. Oops. God, I hate when I hit that button. And nobody took me up on leverage, so we'll just keep doing TA on charts then, huh? Oh, XRP. Missed that one. My bad. We'll go take a peep at XRP. Yeah, that's an interesting chart here. Thanks for recommending that one. Maybe I should add this to my watch list. And XRP, huh? XRP. Oops. Hold on, let me put in a little bit of work over on the Bitcoin chart real quick. We'll hop back over to XRP. XRP. All right. If I remember correctly, I was saying yesterday we must have been around. Yeah, we were in this neighborhood of price. Let me get back here. Yeah, around like 8 o'clock. This is around when I would have gotten off. So this low was one of the lows that I was looking for a long off of. You did get a shift of structure on about the 2 minute down there, and then again here. But as soon as we got up into this little top, we lost structure again. Came back down into demand. Attempted to lift again. No volume, flattened out, drove down. Yeah, I guess all I'm trying to say here is I don't hate this. If we just take this and move it down to here, and then drop to the 2. This looks pretty good locally. This might be something worth following up. Didn't really get a clean shift of structure down here. But like, we ran through this little piece of supply. And then we came back down hit the demand below us. Bro, get out of the way. And now we're coming up and attempting to break that high. All of this stuff here, I think, is going to roll off pretty easily. Honestly, a pretty easy roll up to here. That's interesting. There's some stuff locally that I think could have presented a little bit more bullishly. Specifically, like, if that low had been taken by, like, this low, that would be a much better presentation locally. But yeah, this is interesting. This is one where, yeah, if we can get a good initiation here, I think this is worth. Yeah, I think this might be worth a long. Now we have to initiate here. We can't SFP here because, like, I'm essentially expecting like an SFP out of this area on Bitcoin, right? And so, yeah, we gotta. If we initiate here, just like on Bitcoin, if we initiate on Bitcoin, that's a candle. Use your imagination. Then I think we could go up for quite some time. So again, if initiation, then I think this is interesting for a long trade. In the event that we do not initiate here, and we just SFP this, to me that is going to place weakness on this low. And then obviously if you break that low, I think we're going to come back for this low. And I don't know if we're going to stop there. That could still send us marching down to the next area that I am interested in a long. What is that area again? Oh, it's just another low. Cool. Works for me. Interesting. So on Bybit, we had 3.45 million go long in this candle here. So this should be the deciding factor of an initiation or not. If you see it start to slice back down through this area and exceed this area, aka the candle with 3.4 million long in it, then I reckon you sure as hell are looking at an SFP and that we are likely headed down. Yeah, that's what I reckon there. What's the bits up to? Similar scenario on Bitcoin where it's like, okay, we shaved off all the highs. So if you start breaking lows, then I would suggest that we clean all of these dollar signs up. Let's volume look in this area. So that's post-market open. 279 long. That's not that impressive. No, that's not that impressive at all. Hey, top of the morning, Alexo Crypto. Oh, down for leverage. He's down for leverage. They're gonna let me talk about leverage. Well, we did XRP and we did Super, or I'm sorry, FTM/Sonic/SUSDT, and I don't think anybody else gave me another coin. So yeah, we can talk about leverage if I don't crash my OBS. Let me see here. Please bear with me, El Momento. I have to change my inputs on OBS. I need like display capture.
Yes, sir, you got what I need. Christmas Eve in the summer breeze. Sip some tea, we rolling leaves. Ooh, ah la, ah wee wee. Had no plan to meet in love, but your aura is so sweet. Oh, so sweet. I don't plan on doing too much, but I need you next to me. We can two-step, we can grind, we can slow dance. Wayne, you can teach us, you can teach me, we can do that, we got time. We can two-step, we can grind, we can slow dance, we can Wayne. Yeah, you can teach us, you can teach me, we can do that, we got time. Got rhythm, 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 yeah. Got rhythm, 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 yeah. Got rhythm, 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 yeah. Got rhythm, rhythm.
That's why I hate messing. OBS is so weird. This is so weird. Well, unfortunately, it's not wanting to cooperate with me today, so I'll drop the music down a bit. Yeah, I can't really get it to cooperate, so let's do other charts instead. Ondo. Haven't seen that chart in a minute. Bruh. Break. Bruh. Ondo. Hey, Alex, if you're still here, nice long this morning, bro. Nice long. Ondo. Wow, it's not a particularly great look on Ondo. This worries me. That worries me. like a potential loss of 4-hour structure after that. I still like this area for a long. Alright, let's figure out what the hell has to happen locally for things to get back to bullish here. Hey, I thought I said delete. Go away. Dude, delete. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's drop to 15. Take a look at our 15-minute structure here. Locally looks pretty bearish. Pretty bearish. So this is our 4-hour market structure breakup here. We had a range of price in here that broke down to the downside. See that? Technically already got mitigated, leaving that 15-minute order block there. With the potential shave of that high. Locally, to me, this does not present as bullish. No. It does get pretty bullish in my opinion. Let me recheck my 15. Yeah. This thing here. I need to take this indicator off. I fucking hate it. Yeah, so above 95 cents, I'm happy to start, I'd be happy to start entertaining longs. I'd want to target this. A couple local targets would be these. And until then, in the event that it does not break bullishly, dude, I kind of want to short its face off. Like that black candle right here. But this candle mitigated that area. Yeah, there is nothing in here I like for support. There is nothing. But because it's a significant fall down to demand, and I don't have any support I like in here, it doesn't mean that there isn't support. That could be really good. It just means that my style of analysis cannot identify that support. So, what I would suggest is that to break this low is going to be to maintain your bearish 15-minute structure. Right? And then let me use a path tool. So let's say we break our 15-minute structure bearishly, and then we retest this, and then we break the low bearishly again, and then we retest this, and we break the low bearishly again, and we see price is marching down into the depths down yonder, right? And we go, hey, we could get caught at any point in time because Brewberry sucks by some sort of strong support in here that I didn't identify. I would just be stair-stepping the stop loss, right? You break this low here, cool. Move the stop loss from here to here. Break the following low here, cool. Move the stop loss from here to here. Break the low again, truck it down. Break the low again, truck it down. Because in the event that this were to all of a sudden happen down here, I'd want to have protection on that. Gotta turn this song up. Gotta turn this up. And then what do we, so that was Ondo. Fartcoin. Dude, we haven't done Fartcoin in a while. Let's do Fartcoin. Which long he had 5. The first one. I suppose I'll talk about the first one then. What do we do? Fartcoin? Oh, I don't see anything other than a range here, so let's go ahead and clean all this up. We get a range. This section of price that brought you from the low to the high, where's the chingaderas I want? That leg of price there. Broke bearishly. Yeah, and then all of your prior demand has been mitigated. Yep. So I would suggest that we do not surpass this zone prior to interacting with the low. It's flattening in here. We may actually develop another range here. So see that this break here was indeed, where's my arrow? Back tested. Right? But my issue is it didn't then slam below the next low. It starts wicking. It's a little bit more of a confident break there, but it starts wicking, and all this looks like weak topside price action to me. So I wouldn't be totally surprised to see price just begin to range in this zone. Prior to which is kind of cool, right? Because even though I would still be currently expecting this with a range, if we get a significant range here and then that range breaks up, then that's going to be pretty cool. That will have formed a pretty sexy low in this area. But this low has to be taken another time. And I would want a rise in price prior to a fall in price to take that low, and then something to come up. God, but you still have that supply right above you. I don't know. I think down on this, man. I think down on this. I think down on this. The only thing that I'm going to say is that I just feel like there's readily accessible liquidity right above this. That stuff is looking really easy to run. Let's go to some other time frames. No, nothing I love in there. But I mean, like, to me, price is just not in a place where it's going to set a higher high yet. If we developed some accumulation throughout this zone, if we start accumulating throughout this zone, aka ranging, and I see that we've ranged here for a few days, a week even, I think I'll be willing to change my mind. But currently I don't like it. Yeah, let's go take a look at Ton. Oh, but what am I saying about this? I'm saying that currently I want to short the discount of this, or I'm sorry, the premium section of this range. Currently, that's what I want to do. Hold on, let me fix this. I just had some OCD kick in. There we go, and Ton. No, man, that looks a little sketchy to me. Now, well, I don't know. This one's a little tough, dude. I get where you're coming from. Because I think the answer's out on these higher time frames. Oh no, it's not. I don't know. I see the potential for an SFP right here. That's what worries me about it. If we were to turn around and set a higher high, I would suggest that it should be this zone. I would suggest that if we were going to set a higher high, it should be from here. And honestly, if this were to be the case, I don't think I would just target this high. I'd probably target all these highs. I mean, is this a logical place to take profit? Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, it is. But yeah, I would, that's, yeah. That's where I would want it to, that's where I'd want to long it. How does it look locally coming in there? Not particularly good. Removal of liquidity. Prior to breaking a 15-minute low. So, it's just not the best approach to that demand, man. It's just not the best approach. You know what would make me feel better is if it were to actually hit this and come directly back up above this low. Like in a fucking heartbeat. Like this candle needs to turn into a wick. That would give me a little bit better feeling. Jeez. Alright, Bitcoin, let's fucking go, bro. Let's go, bro. My ass is taking a loss on that trade. Yeah, we need to like come. We need to come straight up and break this high. Trapped longs at the top. No trap shorts at the bottom. Not required, but... do have bullish divergence. I don't hate it. I'd feel a lot more comfortable about it with a local shift in structure, but I don't hate it. Make sure I didn't miss anything else in the chat. Nope, I didn't. I'll be prepared to talk leverage on the next stream. I'll get everything booted up ahead of time. Still not convinced on BTC. Man, yeah, I'm just not convinced on that. All right, well, I'm go fishing. A little bit lower on Pengu, please. It's going to be a little bit lower. Ada could return 4-hour market structure to bullish here. I'm going to slap an alert on that. God, is that going to end up being that's going to end up being the distribution on Arrow? A little touch lower on Algorand, please, to an alert here. I see it. I think APT could rotate this local range here. It's a significant divergence in volume. Your old, what do they call that? The exaggerated divergence? Yeah, there's a possibility it could rotate this entire range here. Bro, get on the fucking wick. It's not gonna draw right. I'm not gonna waste my time. TP2 hit, dude. Good job. Good job, bro. Oh, look at you go, man. That was nice, dude. That was nice. Man, that was really nice. Yeah, Tom could easily rotate this. You know what? I kind of thoroughly enjoy when when I take an SL on a short, just to see my bags pump. I thoroughly enjoy that. Sheesh. Yeah, that's really good evidence of reaccumulation there. Did we already talk about ARB? Yeah, whatever. ARB looks to flip its low and peel some liquidity as well. Get on there, man. Get on there, man. Nope. No, today's Wednesday. Oh, no, that's one that's tempting the shit out of me. That's one that's tempting the shit out of me. This still reminds me of the CFX chart. And if that low holds and runs back and breaks these two highs, ooh, that thing could get a lion. Oh, this one's tempting. I think I might be making a beam swing trade today. Okay, let's just go pick up a little bit right now. I'm just gonna get like a little bit of exposure on this thing here, and yeah, I think I'll cover this low. Let me zoom in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. My stop loss is going down there. Alright, cool. Did I miss anything else over here? Now I'm short. Hey, good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you. It's like an internal PO3 to an external PO3. Oh, you did? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's talk about that really quick. So I saw that this is an important lesson, right? This is an important lesson. Supply and demand are not that important. They're not that important. Market structure is important. Right? So, had I been long, and had I been looking at, this resistance above me here, no, I don't know if that's necessarily a reason to close. I think it's just a reason to de-risk your stop loss. Personal opinion. Structure is always the most important. What am I doing on time? Ah, fuck, I'm out of it. Well, Alex knew BTC was going to do this. No, but you're right. We didn't know. We never know. We never know. At least you didn't lose money, right? Ton could be coming down for a retest into here. Let's find you a re-entry on Ondo. That's the only section I love currently for a re-entry. And this lacks initiation for me. It's up there, but to me that is not quite, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have a re-entry yet. I would rather see price come up into there and then back into here. Re-entry might be a mile down the road. Well, I gotta go pretty soon, so if anybody has any last questions, holler at me, and I'll do my best to answer those. Yeah, outside of that, I'm gonna have to jam, man. CVX. CVX. CVX? It's a decent short out of that zone. What did it hit? No shit, huh? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's get some of this old stuff deleted here. Let's take a look at the weekly. This could present a lot better. The weekly could present a lot better. But you know, you had a decent accumulation right here. Range, initiate, hit supply, mitigate, hit demand, continue, break again. So we could trade this leg. I just don't like the unchallenged external market structure points. I don't like that there's one underneath this. But that's probably a mile away. Yeah, that's a fucking country mile away. So, what does this line make it go away? So obviously structure's cranking like such. And Avi, we're in discount. So there's that. You really can't return 15 till there, but you formed a nice V. This isn't a difficult place to trade if you ask me. You just have a discount of a range. To me, there isn't any really significant demand down here. There's some a little bit lower than we are, but not right where we are. We did pull all this liquidity here, so that's significant. But I neither have bullish structure locally, nor do I have like really significant demand or purge of liquidity. All I have is discounted price. That's all I have so far. So yeah, for me, it's a little tough. Now, having said that, doesn't mean it doesn't go up. I'm just saying I don't have anything that gives me a ton of confidence yet. What was that alert? ETH? Okay, well anyways. Alright, well I am going to hit the road. Thanks for joining me. Let me get this out of my way. And yeah, I'm gonna go hit the road, man. I'm gonna go hit the road. I'm still interested in a long on Bitcoin. No, I'm still interested in a long here. I don't know if I'll get one, but I don't know. I don't know. I saw some pretty bullish stuff on some other charts. Down, up. It's a pretty risky area. I don't know. It's a pretty risky area. I may very well stay hands off on this. For me, I just don't know if it's going to satisfy my tolerance for risk. Don't know. Don't know if it's going to be able to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I do not think I can confidently answer your question, Jesus. I do not know if I can answer that with confidence. No, I don't. So I'm not going to try to. Nope. Alright, guys. I am out of here. Thanks for joining me. And take care. Yeah, take care.
What all the bitches saying?
Let me work it. I put my